Now, protesters at the boundaries of Delhi are also using kites now to bring down surveillance drones that have been deployed on the part of the security personnel to monitor the activities of the protesters. The protesters have come prepared to tackle every possible counter that might be thrown their way on the part of the security forces. They appear to be quite determined to enter Delhi. Now, let's also show you how the protesters have come prepared. The protesters have brought excavators from Punjab to enter Haryana, following which they plan to now enter the national capital. The Haryana police urged its Punjab counterparts to seize bulldozers and other earth-moving equipment from the interstate border, which they say the protesters will use now to break the barricades that have been installed in those areas. The protesters have also brought in modified tractors, or black mambas as they're called, at the Punjab-Haryana border as well. The modified tractors are also fitted with fans should a situation arise for the police to fire tear gas shells at the protesters. And not just that, the protesters were also seen sporting special goggles and gas masks to protect themselves from the tear gas and continue their march towards the national capital.
सरकार कह रही है कि जो मांगे हैं उसमें सहमति नहीं बन पा रही है, उसके पीछे
बन जाएगी। अभी क्या ज्यादा दिन हो गए, अगली सरकार आओगी वो बना लेगी सहमति।
आप लोगों की आगे की रणनीति क्या होगी, क्योंकि लगातार आप लोगों की मीटिंग जो है
इधर का ट्रैक्टर का रिहर्सल चल रहा है। ये कब दिल्ली की तरफ को चल रहा, इनका रिहर्सल चल रहा है अभी।
तो दिल्ली की सीमाएं तो
नजदीक है, दिल्ली की सीमा दूर नहीं।
तो वहाँ तो पुलिस बैरिकेड लगा के तैयार है, कह रही है दिल्ली में किसी को घुसने नहीं।
हाँ चल, जब जाएंगे जब देखेंगे। दिल्ली में तो 26 तारीख में भी गए थे।
तो अभी तो सीमाएं पूरी तरीके से सील।
हाँ, सीमा सील ही तो हो गए, जब भी तो जाग रहे हैं।
अच्छा, आखिर क्या ऐसी वजह है कि सहमति नहीं बन पा रही है आप लोगों की? लगातार मीटिंग।
व्यापारियों की सरकार है, उद्योगपतियों की, उन्हें लाभ सरकार देना चाहती है, किसानों को नुकसान देना चाहती है, इसलिए सहमति नहीं बन पाई।
Now the centre has again appealed to several farmer unions to hold the fifth round of talks in order to find some kind of a consensus or a solution. The government says they're ready to hold talks on both minimum support price as well as crop diversification, and has called for a solution via dialogue. Already 4 rounds of talks have taken place but have proven inconclusive.
ऐसे जितने भी विषय हैं सब पर हम चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार हैं। सभी विषयों पर, सभी मुद्दे पर चर्चा करने के लिए तैयार हैं, क्योंकि चर्चा के माध्यम से ही हम किसी समाधान तक पहुंच सकते हैं। चर्चा हो इसके लिए मैंने आमंत्रित किया है और निवेदन किया है कि शांति बनाए रखे, संयमित ढंग से हम इसका हल निकालें और सबके लिए बेहतर कैसे हो ये हम सुनिश्चित करें।
Well, let's go across to our team of reporters now deployed at different parts of the boundaries of Delhi. They're keeping a very close eye on the situation on the ground. Tejshri, Sabyasachi as well as Isha are with us. Let me go across to Tejshri first and foremost, who joins us from Greater Noida. Tejshri, tell us about the protests that have been called in Greater Noida. Their eventual objective is to march towards the national capital. Tell us about the security arrangements as well, and whether or not there's any serious inconvenience that's been caused to the public.
Well, certainly, as of now, the BKU was protesting over here at Greater Noida, but as of now, they have gone to speak and keep forward their demands and submit the memorandum to the DM. And in fact, this is the particular, campus of this particular DM office where the farmers have gone to submit the memorandum. And quite a while back, ADM also was here when the farmers were carrying out a kind of panchayat, small panchayat over here. But we would like to show you the visuals over here. In your visuals, you can see, in the visuals, you can see that tractors have been stationed over here, police has been deployed over here, because farmers want that the administration should listen to them. Farmers want that their demands should be fulfilled, and that is why they came over here to Greater Noida. And in fact, when they came to know that government is ready for the 5th round of talks, they are continuously saying that on and on government is just holding talks but not reaching to the consensus. So this is what we are picking up from Greater Noida to the latest, is that the talks are going on in between the administration and farmers, but we'll have to see that how this unfolds. Back to you.
Okay, Tejshri, let me also go across now to Sabyasachi, who's joining us from the Shambhu border that separates Punjab and Haryana. That's been the most sensitive so far, at least in this round of protests that we've witnessed on the part of the farmers this time round. Tell us about the situation there as it's unfolding, Sabyasachi.
Well, absolutely, Siddharth. See, the Shambhu border has been the epicenter of the farmers' protest, and as we speak, tear gas shelling is being continuously carried out by the Haryana police and the central forces. See, announcement is being done by both the sides. Now, from morning at around 11 a.m. exactly, it's where the tear gas shelling has started by the administration. Now, the administration is clearly announcing time and again to the protesters not to proceed further, not to try to breach the barricade, to maintain the law and order, to do a protest peacefully. But we have seen that from the protester side, time and again, they're trying to breach the barricade. They have got in heavy machineries which are completely modified. Now, the Haryana police have also written to the Punjab police asking them not to allow this heavy machinery to move towards the border, as the heavy machinery must cause injury to the security forces who are present out here. Meanwhile, we are seeing that from morning here at Shambhu border, action is going on. Top officials of Delhi police, top officials of Haryana police are continuously coming in at Shambhu border. Now, from the farmer side, they are adamant on the fact that despite the central government reaching out, that they are ready to hold a fifth round of discussion with the agitating farmers, but the protesters want their demands to be fulfilled. Until and unless it is fulfilled, they would carry out this agitation for indefinite time. That's what the farmers are saying. But in morning itself, the farmer leaders have said that if the police try to stop them from heading towards the national capital, they will also use power towards the central forces, towards the Haryana police. So clearly, while doing a press conference in the morning by the farmer leaders, they had issued a clear-cut challenge to the state administration. And
so the situation remains sensitive as far as the Shambhu border is concerned that separates Punjab and Haryana. We'll come back to Isha as well in just a short while. But let's also first tune into some political reactions that have come in. The politics around the protests are not ending. The opposition has once again endorsed the protesters and have said that it's only the police that's creating inconvenience for the farmers and it's not the other way around.
उसके लिए तो हम लोग उनका साथ दे रहे हैं और हम खुल के बात कर रहे हैं कि गवर्नमेंट उनके जो डिमांड्स है, रीजनेबल डिमांड्स, उसको मानना चाहिए। और हम खुद भी हमारे इलेक्शन मैनिफेस्टो में भी ये कहने वाले हैं कि एमएसपी ये लीगल गारंटी करना चाहिए। सभी क्रॉप्स को नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन जो एसेंशियल कमोडिटीज है वो उसको हम कर सकते हैं।
किसान की राजधानी दिल्ली नहीं है क्या? इनकी राजधानी इस्लामाबाद है, ढाका है, वहां जाएंगे वार्तालाप करने। दिल्ली नहीं आएंगे तो कहां जाएंगे? और जिस तरह से चाक चौबंद किया है, अगर ऐसा करते चाइना बॉर्डर के ऊपर तो हमारी जमीन को चाइना न लेता। तो चीन इनका दोस्त है, हमारे किसान दुश्मन है। और दूसरी बात यह है कि इनका जो वादा पुराना था एमएसपी देने का, उसी के लिए तो कर रहे हूं। ये झूठ बोलते हैं, बेवकूफ बनाते हैं।
This is perhaps the first government in Haryana that is completely oblivious of what Indian agriculture and Indian farmers want. I can understand their apprehension that heavy machinery might come from Punjab, but I don't think heavy machinery is intended by the farmers to disturb anybody, right? You can, of course, always seal your borders. Who prevents you from doing that? Okay, they've already sealed Delhi borders. In fact, the inconvenience, I don't know about other states, but to people in Delhi is not because there are farmers in Delhi. It's because the police has done arrangements that I perhaps think at this moment it need not have done.
Now, the Chief Minister of Delhi, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, has also targeted the central government. He said that farmers are now being forced to hit the streets because the centre is not prepared to listen to them.
किसान हमारे अन्नदाता हैं। किसान सबसे ज़्यादा मेहनत करता है, पसीना बहाता है, रात दिन मेहनत करता है, सर्दियों के अंदर, गर्मियों के अंदर, बरसात के अंदर हमारे लिए अन्न उगाता है। उनकी जो भी, वो गरीब है, अमीर तो नहीं है ना किसान। ऐसा तो नहीं कि बड़े बड़े बंगले बना के बैठे हैं किसान। इन लोगों ने तो बड़े बड़े बंगले बना रखे हैं नेताओं ने। किसान की बात क्यों नहीं मानते? किसान की नाजायज किसान की मांग क्या है? किसान कह रहा है मेरी फसल का मेरे को पूरा दाम मिलना चाहिए कि नहीं मिलना चाहिए? मिलना चाहिए। उसकी बात क्यों नहीं मानते? किसान को ये क्यों करना पड़ रहा है?
Well, let me go across to my colleague Isha as well. She joins us now from the Singhu border, which we hear, Isha, has also become a virtual fortress, very much like the Shambhu border where Sabyasachi was speaking to us from. Tell us about the situation at the Singhu border now.
Yes, Siddharth. In fact, it will be correct to say that Delhi has been completely fortified in the particular area, this particular area where I'm standing at. This is the Singhu border, which was a major spot when the farmer protest took place last time. I'm right now in one of the roads here, which just separates where all the barricading is and the traffic. So this particular area, I request my camera person to pan around and show you. This is the only lane which is functioning. This is a key border area which does connect Haryana and Delhi. In fact, towards both sides, there are educational institutions. In fact, there is OP Jindal on one side, which is only about 3 to 4 kilometers away from here. And there are several other colleges that are on the other side as well. So the common public is suffering at the moment. This is the only road that is functioning, and where there is barricading, people have to cross through the barricade. So yes, Singhu border has been absolutely fortified. In fact, the farmers are currently at Shambhu. In fact, this is 200 kilometers from here. Yes. But again, if they do end up coming here, the police is up in armor. They have their guards up. However, politics is speaking out. Like we also heard political reactions. The Arvind Kejriwal now stepping in. Even the Congress now stepping in and saying that we support the farmers. But the farmers have once again stated that they are against all sorts of politicization, and have also unequivocally called out the Congress for not being helpful to them when they were indeed in power. So again, the farmers stating again and again this is not about politics, but moreover their demands. The 5th round of talks will be underway very soon, and soon we will find out if the farmer movement will be brought to a standstill or not.
Thanks a lot for that, Isha. And of course, the security personnel as well in all these states not leaving anything to chance, taking all possible precautions. We'll take a short break right now. We thank our reporters for filling us in with all those details. We'll see you on the other side of this break.